right, guys. King Ark here with another.
Hey guys, post editor Skillzz here. Really quickly, I just want to say before we get started with this video, um, again, this is another one of the video production issues that I was talking about. In this video, my mic sounds entirely like bad, very bad. It doesn't sound too bad to me. Like I could listen to listen to myself talk, which is pretty funny. But it does have a little bit of a distortion issue that's going on. I don't know what happened. I guess if you try to record your own audio as well as using the same microphone to also talk through Discord, it causes like a sort of distortion slash double effect. I don't exactly know what exactly I'm talking about, but I guess that's what happened. So yeah, so I do want to apologize for my mic sounding a little bit bad. So this is just a quick heads up to let you guys know, and click off the video if you don't want to hear that distortion sound or whatever. But yeah, I do apologize for that, and get right back to the video.
And today we'll be discussing the overall season 1 of Wakfu. Sadly, we lost episodes 25 and 26 due to an error. You want to talk to him about that?
Yeah, I made a big mistake. So we were sitting here, we were filming episodes 25 and 26, right? And when I was adjusting my mic, because I do that a lot to make sure that it's not in my face for when we do these reaction videos, I hit the mute button by accident, and the whole time while we were filming, I was muted for like the longest time ever, and I didn't realize that until after we filmed both 25 and 26. So I was pretty upset that happened, but we still have the footage, but without my audio, it's just only the audio of the show and as well as King Ark's voice. So yeah, it's pretty terrible. But I will go ahead and show some of my reactions on the screen right now for you guys to see. I'll show the first one for episode 25. This is how I felt. I was literally flipping out, going haywire, and then I'll show episode 26 right now. Episode 26 really hit me. I was just all over the place. I was in my feelings. It was just a whole roller coaster of emotions going on. But yeah.
It was a whole thing. It was a blast to listen to.
Yeah. But guys, today we're gonna be discussing Wakfu season 1. We got a bunch of different topics that we want to talk about. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, please drop that like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Be on the lookout for season 2. We're about to film that right after this one. So for you guys, we're going to upload that to the Patreon for you guys to check out as well. But without any further ado, let's discuss our first topic, Mr. Ark.
All right, first topic we have is, what do you rate the season overall? Season 1.
So, my personal rating goes from the overall pacing as well as the, mostly like the attention to detail, like how each episode, basically got me hooked. So I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10, and I'm gonna talk about why I give it an 8 out of 10. Number one, the whole entire, from episode 1 all the way up to episode 26, the overall pacing was good. Episode 1s to I want to say about 12 was kind of it was 12 is where it really kicked off for me. As soon as I watched episode 12, which was the the Gobal episode, I believe.
Yep.
That's when it just kicked off. But then again, that's how most shows begin. It starts off slow because that's how it's supposed to build up. It's the main factor. But I give it an 8 out of 10. I feel like it could have been better in a sense. We could have gotten more, I don't know, more action. But then again, this show was created in 2012, so it was a different time back then, and most people wanted, nowadays most people would like something a little bit more right on their screen, punches, this and that, fighting, blah, 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 everything. But 8 out of 10 is still a good score in my opinion, so I would definitely rate it a 8 out of 10 for sure. But I did enjoy it overall. Season 1 was amazing. It got me hooked entirely, and I would watch it again if I wanted to.
Yeah. I agree with you. I also give it an 8 out of 10. There were some episodes that were really good. There were some that were
Right.
like, they were all right.
Exactly.
But it was overall, it was a good starter season.
Exactly.
All right. Now, what were your favorite moments in the
Okay.
season?
Favorite moments. All right, favorite moments. Let's talk about this real quick. My number one, I'm gonna give like a top 5 favorite moments. Okay, a top 5 right now. Number 5 was what was it? Episode 22? I believe it was episode 22, the personal episode where after he
It was
you know,
22, 23.
what was it? Which episode?
I think one of them is either
I think it was
22 or
22.
23.
Yeah.
One of them.
It was the episode where personal what's it called? After he destroyed Evangeline's bow and he ended up leaving the Sedita Kingdom and went on his whole I gotta find myself journey. At the very end, when he like literally just put on like his basically put on his coat, like his old like shirt as like a cape, and then it just had like it just looked so cool, bro. And then at the end when the ending credits roll and he's just walking,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah. That was pretty hard.
You guys will see the recording.
Cool.
I literally flipped out as soon as I saw that, bro. That was like definitely like my number one like top moment. I was like going haywire. But let's talk about my number 2. My number 2 will have to be the Gabo episode, like the standoff that they were doing, like just between Hugo and his team versus was it Lamechester? Is that what they called them?
Yeah.
The
Lamechester, that's the
like
team.
It had like the red aura and you had the yellow aura, and it was so fire, bro. That it's like a Dragon Ball, like Kaioken versus Super Saiyan, something like that. It was honestly,
Yeah, they definitely.
it was, man. I enjoyed that. So those are my 2 for right now. Now let's give you my number 3.
Alright.
Let me think about this real quick. My number 3. Because there were so many good moments in season 1, and I literally flipped out for like a lot of stuff. Let me see. I would say it would have to be the Hugo versus Nox.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. So this is when the theme kicked in the last second.
Exactly.
That was so good.
Dude, the overall, oh my god, that scene was so cool because I've been waiting for a moment like Hugo to have like a big moment where like he's actually like he's going to town, he's fighting, he's doing this and that, and that final episode 26 was it. That moment, like you could just feel the tension. As soon as Nox came in, did what he did, Personal ended up unfortunately passing away. He came in, Nox did what he did. Everyone was, suffering, this and that. You could just feel the overall tension that, the episode was giving off. The last stand that Hugo had, he was the only one remaining. He was up against Nox, and he had to do what he had to do in order to stop Nox from getting what he wanted. Obviously, everyone else knows, but Nox didn't get what he wanted, unfortunately. But yeah, I would say that's number 3 for me. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Now let's talk about my number 4. Number 4. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Number 4. Grugolorigram versus Nox.
That was a good fight.
Oh my goodness. Grugolorigram versus Nox was such a good episode. Like that episode was just filled with action. Like non-stop. Everyone was going to town, bro. We saw Grugolorigram, bro, crazy. At the end he did what he did. He had to like basically sacrifice himself and shit in order to stop Nox from getting what he wanted.
Yep.
But I would say that would be my number 4. I did enjoy that fight very much. And yeah, let's move on to number 5, the last one. For number 5, let me see. What would number 5 be for me? Yeah, I'm trying to like think. I'm looking right now. Uh, mm, I honestly can't even. I can't even think. Actually, let me see. Okay. Actually, no. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The relationship development between Percival and Evangeline. Those like there's different moments of when it happens, but those moments, each and every single one of them, will have to literally be like in my number 5. I guess you could call it like a top 5.1, point 2, or point 3 or whatever. I guess you could call it like that. But literally, those two moments were honestly my favorite throughout like the entire thing, because I was rooting for some type of like development to happen between the both of them. So I guess that will be my top 5. And yeah, now we're gonna move on to the next topic, guys, which is my least favorite moment.
You just said fuck me, huh?
What?
You said fuck my top 5. You said fuck me.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad, bro.
I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, yeah, I got my top 5. And you just said,
Okay.
I'm like, oh damn. Damn.
My bad, bro. My bad. I forgot I'm a guest on the channel. I thought this was my channel, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, might as well be.
No, but yeah. Let's hear yours. What's going on?
And okay, my top 5 moments. Obviously, number 1, Gruelogram versus Knox.
Okay.
That was fire.
Yep.
2, the whole personal moment in episode 22. That was hard.
Yep, I agree.
Top 3, Knox versus Yugo. That theme song kicked in. That was so good. Top 4 would be when Gruelogram first appeared and he did that fire blast, and then Personal stood in front of it and was blocking it for a second.
Yeah.
And I love that moment. That was really good.
He was screaming. He's like,
yeah, he was trying his best to hold that down. I was like, yeah, that's the guy to hold it down. And then 5, I will also agree. Any moment between Personal and Evangeline, I love it automatically.
Exactly. It doesn't get any better than that.
Exactly. All right, now you can move on.
I'm sorry that I cooked you up like that. That's my fault, bro. That is my fault, honestly. That's my fault. But all right, we're gonna move on to the next topic, guys, which is we're gonna talk about our least favorite moments and how we want to improve for the second season when we get into that. All right, I'm gonna go first, and this time I'm not gonna go on to the next topic without you. All right. Okay. Now, my least favorite moment will have to be it will have to be the episode with the princess. Actually, no, scratch that. It was the what's it called? The episode when it has to do with the map. How they were like doing like the whole like mission. Oh, there's a killer on the ship. That episode was kind of. I think it was episode 15.
Oh, I think it was episode. I think 13. I think
13.
Yeah, they were on the boat. I know what you're talking about. Episode 13.
That episode was just. It was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of felt like they didn't really need to really do that. I guess they did it in like a fun sense. Like just like
fun whodunit,
yeah, like
killers.
Exactly. But to me, like it was just kind of boring because I mean, I guess I've seen like different shows do stuff like that, and each time I've seen it so many times that it just kind of like it's just Hey, when I see it, it's just boring. So I didn't really care too much about it. Another least favorite moment of mine will have to be the which one was it? It was the princess episode. It was funny, but it was I don't know. I didn't feel anything from it. It was just kind of. Like,
and what you mean? We have Princess Evangeline.
I mean, yeah, that's it. That was like the best part about it. It's her and like yeah, we got that. That was like the best part about it. But other than that, I mean, I didn't really feel anything else. It was just kind of like okay, you know what I mean? I mean, this is just my opinion, but you know.
I agree.
Right. So, let me see. What's another least favorite moment? Let me see. I think that would be it for me, to be honest. I can't really think of anything else that I would think that would be like, you know, a least favorite moment for me. I think after like everything else after that, it was like spot on. It was like okay, perfect. It just kept going. It was on like a good pacing, and it just kind of like took off like in the later episodes. Now, for what I want to see in season 2, obviously I want to see more action. That's like the number one thing for me is just more action. I want to see like, you know, I just want to see like the characters grow. You know what I mean? Like I want to see them become like, you know, like basically better than their season 1 counterparts. Just overall become like a better person and just see like like what's the next journey is basically what I want to know. Like
next step in the arc.
Yeah, like because at the end of season 1, Knox, he just said goodbye, Hugo, and then he just vanished, and I'm just kind of like, okay, like is he coming back or like where did he go?
And that's why I sent you that
exactly
that scene that Netflix cut off.
Yeah, and then when I saw King Arc sent me a scene saying that Knox he's finished, bro, like he's done. So I'm just kind of thinking like, who's the next big bad? You know what I mean? Like who else can step up to the table to give our main protagonist, you know, some trouble? So that's what I'm kind of like just looking forward to, and hopefully we get like a good villain for like the next season, or at least some type of conflict that happens that forces our characters to go to undergo some type of like change emotionally or physically or whatever. But yeah, now it's your turn. You can go ahead and tell the viewers about yours.
I would say also episode 13 was my least favorite moments or episode, you can say, because like after that amazing episode 12 with like Hugo versus Lanchester, and then you just go to that, it's like it was all right.
Killed exactly.
It was all right, but it could have did like a little, like maybe like another episode. But I guess they were padding for time, I guess.
Right.
But other than that, I say my other least favorite moments are anytime Rule's on screen. As of right now, I will say Rule is my least favorite character. Like he has his funny moments, don't get me wrong, but I will say he's my least favorite character.
He's your least favorite? Okay, I mean that's valid. I would say he is my least favorite too, and I do agree with you with the funny moments thing. Like he's always like doing something. Like, he's always doing something, and like it's always like funny. But then again, like you know, he's just kind of like he's just there, you know. But yeah, I honestly agree with your
like the moment where Hugo snuck up on him and then like his heart exploded. Yeah. I don't know why that was funny to me.
No, I remember that it was.
And that was hilarious. But other than that, I was like, those are my only gripes with the season.
Alrighty. Now moving on. Let's talk about our favorite characters.
This should be easy.
Yes, sir. Alright, guys. For me, I'm pretty sure all of you that's watching right now would agree with me. My number one favorite character is Personal, bro. Number one is Personal.
I agree.
Hands down, it's not even up for debate. You can't come up to me and say, and give me a character and say like, what was that dude's name from like the earlier episodes? The dude that was he was married to like the rat looking female. I forgot what his name was.
You talking about the Crow Master or something?
The Crow dude. I forgot what his name was.
The Black Crow.
You can't sit here and gonna tell me that is like your favorite character. If it is, I'm assuming that it is, but that's just me assuming. But Personal, he is literally like the so what I'm looking for. I can't think of the word right now, but he is like makes Wakfu what it is, bro. I kid you not. Like whenever Personal's on the screen, with the amount of stuff that he's always doing and how like his jokes and everything and the way that he interacts with all the characters, it's just always like a fun moment when he's there. You know that when Personal's there, like he just gives that energy that that I'm looking for, and he's number one to me. hands down. Now, number 2 for me would be obviously the boy Yugo. Yugo is just like he's a very like righteous person. He wants to discover more of who he is. You know, he helps his friends a lot. His friends mean the world to him. Episode 26, you saw how he went insane over, or at 25 at the end, how when Personal, he found out that person he couldn't sense Personal's Wakfu anymore, which means that he's gone. You saw how he went like crazy, you know. And Yugo is just a very like he's just a person that I don't know how to word this, but to me, like he's like just righteous in his own way, and he will definitely he's my number 2 for sure. Now, number 3 would have to be Evangeline. She's she's always having those moments where she's like, you got brain, this and that, and it's just like how can you hate Evangeline with the way she acts? She acts that way, but deep down she's a big softie, especially when it comes to being around Personal. Like literally, Evangeline was so uptight at first, but being around Personal literally broke her entire like ice that she has surrounding her. You know what I mean? So
made her loosen up.
Exactly. And then obviously we saw with the developments that happened between the two of them. Like, how can you just hate Evangeline? She's my number 3, hands down. Number 4. Number 4 would
It's
be.
okay. You don't have to say you have a number 4.
No. I'm trying to. No. I actually do have a number 4. I do have
yeah?
one. I do have
Okay.
one. It'll be Adamai. I like Adamai a lot, especially when he was first introduced. And I was just kind of like sitting there like, who is that? And then when we found out that he was Yugo's brother, I'm like, oh snap. He looks cool. He could transform to all these different things, and he's a cool character. I like him, so he'll be my number 4. And that's pretty much it for me. Now you could go ahead and give yours.
You see, I agree with your list. We pretty much have the same list until it comes to Adamai. Other than that, my 3, Personal, Yugo. The hell's Yugo?
Okay.
Yugo, there it is, and then Evangeline. Those are my top 3. I will say it stops there.
Okay, that's valid. So
Adamai is alright, but it's like,
You feel like they could have done more with him?
They could have done a little bit more. Amalia, she's like, alright, but it's like, I'm just waiting for her character development.
Yeah.
Mostly. Because, of course, she's a spoiled brat, but we'll see how that happens and progresses in later seasons.
Exactly.
And Rule, like I said, he's my least favorite character in the series so far, but he has his moments. But yeah, other than that, yeah, Personal, Yugo, and Evangeline. Top 3.
Alrighty. Now, this topic right here is pretty much similar to the the one that we just went over. Least favorite characters. We could just go ahead and say this. For me, number 1, Nox. Nox. I hate him so much. And I'm going to tell y'all why. I'm pretty sure a lot of you that's watching know why I hate bro. I hate that man because he's the reason why Personal died. I kid you not. It's unfortunate we didn't get the audio, but after episode 25, I was so mad, you guys. I was literally so upset. And I hated Nox ever since that, because he killed Personal, bro. And I would never, even though Nox is not here no more, or at least I'm assuming he's not here no more, I hate that dude. Still.
Just think of that black kid in the red shirt that's like crying in anger at the same time. That was him during the reaction.
Exactly. I hate Nox. Number 1 hated character for me because he killed the best character. I'll never forgive him. Alright, number 2. My least favorite character, number 2, would be Amalia. I just, like you said, spoiled brat, and I don't know, bro. For me, I just don't like her. Like, she's okay, but I don't. She's not like a character that I really like care about. I said really like 3 different times. That's how you know I'm just. Damn, I'm like,
You about to
I'm
say,
trying
I really
to
don't
say
like
it again. But that's how you know. I don't really mess with. I don't mess with Amalia. She's just eh.
And she screams a lot too. So.
Yep. Especially in what's it called? Like towards like the later episodes, she was crying. She was, she was just standing there while everyone was fighting. Remember, like in the forest, they were all fighting. And she was just standing there. Everyone was doing something.
Well, that was mostly because she was sensing the trees getting destroyed. She was a tree person.
I know, but still, like friends right there, literally fighting for their life, bro.
It's true.
You know, sometimes you can't really pay attention to all what's around you. You gotta pay attention to like what's in front of you. Like I know she's a tree person and she was feeling all the pain and everything. It must have been like weighing very heavily on her. But at the same time, like you know, like this like it's a tense situation. Like the stakes are high. Like you know, things are gonna happen. You know, so that's my number 2. Number 3, number 3 would be Rule. You know, he's funny, but I don't know. I didn't really like him. Like I wasn't like so excited when he was on the screen. Like sure, he has some dope moments, but other than that, that would be my number 3. And I think that would be it for me. To be honest, yeah, that would be it for me. All right, now let's get King Arg's about to give his. Let's go.
I'll say mine's is pretty much the same, but just remove Knox and put Rule at number 1.
Rule's number 1 for you?
Yeah, and then Rule and then Amalia.
Okay.
I just did not vibe with Rule because like they're repeating the same joke. Yeah, he's cheap, but he's actually rich. They kept repeating that joke, and I was like, all right. But he had some funny moments, like when I forgot what episode it was. When Amalia and the gang they were coming down to the dungeon to free him, and then he just immediately just dipped and went home. That was funny.
Yeah, true. Like,
yeah, that was funny.
Teleported.
He said, "Nah, y'all not about to catch me."
I agree.
And then same reasons for Amalia is like I'm waiting for her character development. But I need that heavy because it's like. She's just loud and annoying most of the time, but she has her moments when she comes in clutch, but she's just a spoiled brat, so I want her to break free from that.
Right.
Yeah, but I'll say those are my top 2.
Alright, so you only have 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next topic. We're going to talk about our personal thoughts on the villain and his motivation. So, Nox, obviously he's the main villain of season 1 of Wakfu. We know the whole reason of why he's doing what he's doing, and it's to see his family again. And you know, while I'm gonna sit here and say, okay, you know, I honestly understand, you know, how he's feeling. You know, he wants to see his family, his wife, his kids, and all that. But at the same time, it's kind of like I'm just thinking of it in a sense like would his family want him to do something like that? You know, he's literally going around taking lives, causing pain and suffering all around, and it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's like I'm pretty sure his family wouldn't want him to do that. They'd want him to, you know, try to live his life and, you know, live in a good way instead of just doing that. You know, it's just he caused so much trouble throughout the whole season. You know, he was always just talking, you know, over and over again, saying this, saying that. Oh, you're weak, you can't do this. Like, you know, it's just, I don't know, man. I just felt like his motivation for what he did was, it wasn't like righteous. It was just kind of like selfish. You know, when he finally got what he wanted at the end of episode 26, but at the same time he didn't get what he wanted. It's just kind of like that's all he lived his like moment up for. It's just that, and when it didn't work, like he just broke down, and that was it. It's kind of like, you see, like no one won, basically. At the end of episode 26, nobody won. Both sides.
There were losses on both sides.
Exactly. But I would say like his motivation was just I wasn't rocking with it. Like I don't condone. Oh yeah, I want to see my parents, my family again, and I'm just gonna go around and start literally taking all form of life around me. You know, even what he did to the little cheetah looking thing. How he literally it was the family's pet, and what he did to it, like no, I don't know. Like Knox literally everything that he's been through, it literally corrupted him completely. Just it completely corrupted him. But
it was the cube. That cube got into his mind because even Hugo was like, "It's like you thought I was talking to you." He's like, "Yes."
Exactly.
Like, damn.
But I do feel bad for him, though. Honestly, I do feel real bad for him. You know. But I don't condone his actions at all. But he is a cool villain. I can't like. Honestly, hands down, he is very cool. I will say that.
He has some cool abilities, like when he was stop time.
Exactly.
And then when Hugo was moving to the stop time on some Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken stuff.
Exactly. But that's it for my feelings on the topic. You could go ahead and give yours.
I'll say I'll most likely agree with you. It's like, yeah, Nox, he's a really good villain. His motivations are strong, but he just went about it the wrong way.
Exactly.
He did all this just to get what he wanted, but in his mind, he thought that, okay, no matter how much bad stuff I do right now, once I rewind time, it will all be forgiven. It will never happen. I'll be a good person again. So that's basically like the motivation he was going with. So I was like, I can see what he was trying to do, but just the fact that he didn't have all the answers, and that cost him in the end.
Right. He just literally he wasn't really thinking about it too much, because in his mind he didn't think, oh yeah, the plan is gonna fail.
Yeah, but it's gonna succeed no matter what. Exactly. And then when it didn't succeed, he was broken.
Exactly. He was left with literally nothing. He literally couldn't even recover from that. So that was just it.
Yep.
All right. Now moving on to our next topic. Characters that we want to see in the second season. For me, honestly, the dude from episode 12, the main character for the Lamechester team. I want to see him again. That dude was sick, bro. He was sick. I like him. Hopefully season 2. I know he went off like on a journey. He's like, alright. Like he told Hugo, he's like, alright, I'm gone. And then he shaved his hair and he vanished. Went on like some type of journey. I hopefully he comes back at least in some type of episode in the second season. I want to see him. Obviously I want to see our main characters again. Unfortunately, we're not going to see Personal because he's gone. But yeah, I want to see those characters make a return. And I guess I want to see the dude from what was the episode? It was the episode with the monkey. Now, I'm not talking about the dude that's all the way on top of the totem, because he's never coming back. Bro is finished. He's literally all up in space. He's in space reading the same book like over and over again. He is not coming back. But I want to see the like the actual, like basically the good one, the one that was chilling with the monkey like for the entirety of the time. And the dude that was in hiding. I want to see him make a return. Cause I actually did like him. He, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
I would say, yeah, I would like to see. I think the main guy of Lamechester was Chris Kress, I think that's his name. Okay. And so I want to see him return because he was a good character. I want to see. I don't know if you remember the guy from the baking episode. I forgot what episode it was. I think it was episode like 5, I think. I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was like, remember it was when they were in that baking village and they had to help the guy beat, I guess, their person's. What would it be? I don't know, but the baker. I want to see the baker return.
Okay.
I want to see the Black Crow and.
Oh yeah. I would agree. Yeah, that too.
And especially his wife, goddamn. But
okay.
And then I want to see Percival's master return because I want to see how he handles Percival's death. So I want to see him return.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then who else would I like to see?
I want to see Alibert to return as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty. Yeah, I agree with that. Wait, hold on. We totally forgot. There's actually another character that I dislike. I just saw his face.
Who?
Amalia's brother.
Hate that dude, bro. hate
his face. His face. Oh man.
Hate that dude. I forgot all about him.
Besides Knox, he was Percival's biggest op.
Yes. Number one biggest op.
Yeah, screw that dude.
Yeah,
forget him. But yeah, anyway, another character I would like to see return is, of course, Amalia's father, because he'll spit some facts, some wisdoms. But outside of that, I say yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Now, we're going to move on to our next topic, which is our predictions for what's going to happen in the second season.
I would say pretty much your predictions, so I already know what's going to happen, so
okay.
Mostly you.
For me, man, to be honest, guys, I do not know what's going to happen in the second season. I can't even predict anything, and that's crazy because most of the time when I would watch like a series or something, I would just kind of like predict, okay, I know what's going to happen in the second season. We might get this, might get that. This one, Wakfu, I don't know, because obviously the whole season was just mainly, Yugo and his gang traveling, and obviously Nox is following right behind them, trying to, do what he wanted to do. And then at the end, it's just like, okay, now we know that Nox is gone, and then, so what's next? That's what I'm trying to figure out, is what is next? Where are we, what are we going to do now? Is Yugo going to, try to, master more of his powers? Is he going to...
He still has to look for his family, too.
Exactly,
that's his whole thing.
Look for his family. But, I mean, if he finds them, that's it, right? Like, if he just finds his family, like, that's it. At least that's what I'm thinking. If he finds them. If he does find them. But, like, there needs to be, like, some type of, like, villain in the second season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least that's what I'm... Obviously, you've seen it. I don't know, but me personally, I think there needs to be, like, some type of, like, big villain as big as Nox or even bigger than him, that gives Yugo some type of challenge. And I want Yugo to develop into like an even more better character than he already is. And I want the same thing to happen to like our other supporting characters as well, not just only Yugo. I want to see them go through something, especially even with the the death of Percival. I want to see how they continue to carry themselves on with the passing of him. But yeah, other than that, I can't really think of anything else that I could predict for the second season besides that. But yeah, also another thing, I want to see Adam might get like some more development too, like because they could do a lot more with him in the first season, but I feel like they might do more with him in the second season. But I do want to see some more development with him.
Yeah, he did come pretty late into the season, so
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that's it for me. Obviously, King Ark's not going to give his because he already seen it. Now,
yeah,
this is our last topic, guys, which is our final thoughts for the season 1. Now, my final thoughts for season 1 is, like I said, I enjoyed it. It was great. The overall pacing was wonderful. I can't really give anything else like a real bad saying of it. Yeah, there was some bad episodes and there was mostly some good episodes, but overall, just everything felt like it fit into the narrative, of what they were trying to do with the first season, of how they're trying to give us this story, this whole journey and everything, and then wanting all of us to, basically come along and try to rope us in, try to get us used to basically the whole world of Wakfu. And honestly, it happened to me. I was entirely hooked. I enjoyed every single moment of it. And I just can't wait to see what happens in the second season. I just can't wait for more epic moments that we had in the first season. Because I know for sure there's going to be epic moments like that in the second season. Because normally, sometimes, the second season is normally good. Right? I'm judging from like some animes, like sometimes the second season is kind of doo-doo. Better than first season.
We don't talk about Prospect. We don't talk about Prospect Neverland. Don't talk about that.
But Wakfu season was so good that I feel like the second season is gonna be even better. But yeah, that's my final thoughts about it.
It can only go up from here.
Exactly. You're not gonna give yours because you already saw it, right?
I will give my final thoughts on season one. I would say overall season one was a good opening season. Overall, pretty solid. Of course, it had its slow moments here and there, but it really had when the episode wanted to hit, it hit. So
exactly.
I'll say yeah, pretty good season, pretty good opener. I can't wait for season 2.
Exactly. All right, guys, that is brought us to the end of everything. I hope you guys did enjoy this discussion. We're about to go film season 2, episode 1 right now. That's the time of this
And about
recording.
that, we may or may not have a third person on our reaction. Stay tuned.
Yeah. So, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please drop a like. Please go check out the Patreon for the other reactions.
Yep.
Links will be down below in the description. If you guys don't
Helps
want
out
to
the channel a lot.
Yep. If you guys don't want to check out the Patreon, that's fine. I'll also have King Ark's Cash App link down below in the description. You guys can feel free to support him in any way you want. All support is heavily appreciated, and it's welcome as well. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next reaction, whenever that is. Want you all to take care.
Love you guys. Peace.